Welcome to War Chief of Light is live at yet another epic night of gaming, ass-kicking, nerding out, and having fun. Hi, my name's Peebiggy, but you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Peebs. And I'm sitting on a bench. We're waiting for you. I'm just kidding. Welcome, hello, how's everybody doing? Tonight we are going to get back into Fuel Springers. Have some fun. Switch here to the Black Mage. And before that, actually, it's rare on a Thursday I have time to do stuff. I actually had time to go see my retainer. This is my FC house, which is actually quite nice, and I really like it a lot. That's all I was doing, hanging out while waiting to start. So, yes, we have lots of adventures and fun stuff planned. Hello, Rich Farah, sorry. Goodness. Into it. Alright, bear with me. I got Bellular talking here. Oops. Just give me a second. I've got too many tabs open and it's starting to show. Oh wow, good job, Rich. I contributed, I think it was 10 CAD, so probably like 4 American. I'm kidding. I did put 10 in. But I did it under my real name, so I'm like, Oh yes, Fall always says hi. So, I didn't have time to drink my energy drink, so we're going to be doing that. And we're going to be making our way back to Shadowbringers. Because last night got heavy. Like, we went to war. Vothri's terrible. What a little arsehole. And by little, you know what I meant. I like this energy drink a lot. I don't like the product. Or, sorry. I love the product. I hate the company. That make any sense? My problem with the company is they market to teenagers. And it's an energy drink. Hate it. But the product's really good. The product is not too upper. It's like a step between coffee and actual energy drinks. So on the day that I said I'm going to clean the entire house, I would grab a Monster. On the streaming nights where it's like, okay, okay, listen, not all streaming nights. I won't lie to you guys. Every streaming night after a day of work, I've had an energy drink. Guarantee it. Usually I have time to drink it before though. So, sorry. However, I have found a spoiler. I know. Y'all can judge me all you want, but Twitter spoiled something for me. We'll get into that right in a minute. I'm going to read this. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. Are you sure you want to do this? Completely sure? I want her to be sure. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure I don't want to go back to who I was. Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. As long as she's sure. I hope you can find it yourself to believe it too. That's all I care, as long as you're sure. When you put it that way, how could we not? The little girl being a big adult. It's your decision to make. Just be prepared when the time comes. It was pretty spoilery. I'll let you guys know in a second here when this scene's done. If we're all assembled, shall we depart? He makes him look like a kid. We'll follow your lead. What route does it take us? About that, something I neglected to mention. Thumbnails, that'll do it. I saw Yulmurin airship coming in the land. Ysterium, no doubt the same vessel that bore Vothri's forces in Raktika. Meaning we can expect an encounter. I get that, Christian. I absolutely get that. Right now, Nabath Arang lies in the south reaches of Amarang. Oh, we got a map. How nice. The other is the western route. Take us through Hills Amber. And Philly and I took the eastern route last time. Well, it's a more trodden path, easier to travel. But we can't use it. The old Morons caught wind of our approach. Alright, so we gotta go the other way. It'll make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be the safer route. Got it. Alright, cool. The way you'll have a chance to reaching Nabatharang unopposed without the risk to civilians. I can't deny that's a sound plan. Hi, puppy. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distancing Vothri's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route. With that in mind, I think it's best we follow the road of the bridges. Cool. For those of you who are looking for... Okay, we're going to do this in order here. Hold on. Revolutions. That's a good song. He's a woofer, yup, yup. It's my puppy. He's giving me his bum. Likes his bum scratched. My dog is pretty much back to normal. Like, he was pulling shenanigans, playing, trying to get to stuff he was not allowed to. Like, he was just being him. Bad little boy. So that's good. That's what we want. So, the spoiler. Alright, so first off, do not confirm or deny anything in the chat, okay? Don't confirm or deny. You ready? I saw a picture of our lovely egg search. With his hood down. And it was a lovely cat boy that we met at the Crystal Tower. That we locked in there. I don't remember his name. That's what I saw on Twitter. It was a great piece of art. Don't get me wrong. Again, do not confirm or deny. I'm thinking it's probably true, but that's what I see. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I suspected it at the very beginning because the Crystal Tower is connected to the Crystal Tower in some way. I caught that. However, I was quickly deterred from that because he doesn't talk to us like he knows us. You know what I mean? Because we helped him risk his life back in the Crystal Tower. So once he does, there's no familiarity when he talks to us very much. So I had quickly dismissed the idea. But anyway, that's what I saw. Don't know how much truth there is to it. But that's what I saw. So that's it. Hold on, I'm gonna grab a piece of Kleenex because, well, we all know what I'm like. Whew. What are you doing? Dog's into stuff. He's just into everything. Touching things, booping things. There he was after the weather sure is nice today, right? That our part of the crystal is not certain. Hominid. That's what I'm telling you. That's all I see. And yes, that Twitter totally did do that to me. And that's my fault. I blame me. Because I think it was yesterday I saw, oh, you can click on, I could click on the recommended topics, Final Fantasy XIV. And I'm like, ah, great. It brings up some pretty cool stuff, but I don't know yet. We shall see, because this is old content right now. You know what I mean? There's a very big difference from it just coming out. It's kind of like watching, I'm going to use Game of Thrones for the example. The night Game of Thrones goes off, the next day, the first thing you see your friends tweet is, oh my god, did you see it? And then you go to the DM. So I might not too much. Try to keep it cryptic. And I think most people are like that too. Plus, if they can pop out the art that I saw today on that, like, Jesus. Jesus. I love this slow version of this song. Not touching any socials. That's fair. Very fair. I like Twitter, though. I really do. Today, it was sassy as hell. Oof. Like, real sass. And it blows my mind how many people are defending stuff. Just, it was a miserable place today. I did what I could to protect my lipstick. No guarantees. But it's empty. You may want to turn off shout, yell. What? Really? Really? I did not know that. I guess I'm not used to like new content in that way, because the reality of our situation is spoilers come out and people are like watching the cinematics ahead, right? There's no such thing as spoilers in Warcraft because it's out, and then you go watch the videos and you react on the videos and then you quest up to find out what happened. But now here, it matters.
In the bonds you share.
Turn this.
Accept the pain when the time comes.
Oh, I didn't.
Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand.
Is she walking to her death?
Beyond Mount Garik lie the hills of amber, beneath which run hidden mines of mineral wealth.
Sorry.
Or ran, at least.
Well, thank you, Runic. I appreciate that kindly.
Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
I really like Ardbert. Ardbert. I don't like his name. It should have been Albert. But Ardbert. Really, really like his character. I didn't think I would, but I do. Like by the time I left, or do I know you? No. You're silent by default. Love that. I still had stuff on, but I would like report every like third player in trade chat. Got to like it got heavy for no reason. It's like I took that on myself, and you can't stop a... There we go. Much better. Like, you can't take on all the evils of the world all by yourself by reporting people that'll never get punished. You know what I mean? Like, that was my fault. I shouldn't have put my heart into that. Well, thank you, Mythos. I appreciate that. Suffer through it. I used to, listen, there's a shit ton of reaction videos on my channel. I have no problem admitting that. I would go, and the second the new raid came out, the second the cinematic dropped, I was ready. Came prepared. There were even some days that I would book like the afternoon off because I knew there was something dropping. We're here. I'm fine. Just let it come when it comes. I didn't even watch the cinematic that everyone's talking about for Endwalker. I haven't. You guys watched me avoid it. I still haven't seen it. Village, when we're hardly in 10 paces into the hills, is surprising. Oh, there you go. And I'm excited to not? You know what I mean? Like, does that make any sense? Are your fists ready? Oh, is it punchy hand already? But yeah, like, I am okay not knowing. I'm fine. I'm ready. I can't wait to see what happens next. I was actually kind of disappointed seeing that little spoiler I see. Where the fuck am I going? Oops. Like, I was excited to see that little... I wasn't happy to see that little spoiler, but it happened, you know what I mean? Alright, cool. There we are, Zen. I default pain chow was by invitation. Listen, that makes sense, Christian. I wish I would have had the insight to do that, because I think it would have helped my mental health in the game, to be perfectly honest, which blows my mind you would have to do that. But you sell? No? Then why do I know your face? Oh, I remember you. You spent Vobert gold. Such coin purse cracking. You are a legend. You're a traveling merchant then. Can you tell us anything about this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garik. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now gone. So Master Gengen. Oh, I love that name. Full moon. Oh, Groundsmeister. I think what it is you're not on. Very much. And at the beginning, you can tell when I didn't trust where it was going. Yotsuyu, I did not trust where that story was going. My goodness, I drank that too fast. I'm sorry. And I was wrong. Dead wrong. Where now I'm just like, yes, whatever adventure you're on, take me. Made it a trading post. Very convenient location. In which you must be familiar with the local roads. We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. Will we have any difficulties? IRL, we had rain all day. It snowed last night and then it rained, which is going to be like that for another month or so. The flood rent and the stone crushed mines beneath, surrounding Nabatharang only steep cliffs and tunnels. Oh no. Surely there's a way. Do you think of any of the other Mord might be know a hidden route? Perhaps, you ask, they tell for free, even to friends of our best customers. Lunar? I haven't seen a lunar eclipse in ages, but I live right in the city, so it's hard to see that stuff. Well then, best customer. He's just jealous. And that's okay. Be jealous, bitch. Real? There was a way once, a gondola down the cliffs. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt it. My dog's playing, like he's full on playing behind me. Having a good old time. I love it. I love seeing him back to his old, silly, bad little self. What are you doing? Yeah, he's back into it. I bought him a bunch of toys after he got fixed because I felt bad. I have completed all the standard side. I heard their shit. To be perfectly honest, Christian, I heard that they're really bad. I appreciate the comment about the stream, but I heard they're bad. Like, they're just fetch quests. They're just like simple, hey, could you go there? Okay. I guess they got better later. But yeah. Someone had said that on Twitter and I was like, oh, I didn't know. I'm okay with fetch quests. As long as it's stupid leveling. You know what I mean? When you're not doing anything, you're just kind of going room to room and you're just taking... Or you're waiting for a dungeon to pop. Because who cares what you're doing? You don't want to get into something very mindful when you're just waiting for that dungeon to pop in a DPS queue. I do know of trolleys. I don't really like trolleys. It's behind a locked gate. Chore quests, that's right. And crid, getting all cranky and shit. Nothing. Like bare butts. If the quest hasn't... that's it. Someone has said that. Pay attention. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there had been no sightings of Yulmorans in the hills. Alright, here you go. I really took down on a piece of paper. That's funny. The post-Moogle. I want to do Moogle quests. Might die, but A. trolley seems most feasible. Ugh. I appreciate that, Pocky. Yeah, but Ranjit fall down the hole. He did not come out with Y'shtola. He bumped his head on the way down, and he either A, survived that bullshit, or B, listen, you had me at Moogle. It doesn't matter if it's funny, sad, you had me at Moogle. I love the Moogle. Like, I get giddy over Moogles. Oops, that's my kid. Hello, pup. Oh, valued customer. What a name. I don't have a name. I'm a valued customer. Of a fashion they told us is a trolley. And if I'm correct, the reason you did not do so yourself, the gate. It's impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone. The Koopo. I love it. Of the big... yeah, well... you should travel east. That is where the trolley stands. I shall see miners from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you. You've been great help. As you finish MSQ off stream, there's a Moogle beast tribes. I don't even care. Hildy. Oh my god, Hildy is so good. I did the ARR Hildebrand, and it is the first time I have ever cried laughing in a video game. Honestly, no ifs, ands, buts, maybes. Hildy had me in fucking tears. Absolute tears. I actually saved Hildebrand because I was told that Shadowbringers gets real fucking heavy real fucking fast. Which I believe. I'm waiting for the heavy parts. The last one was pretty heavy, but... anyway, Hildy is the best train wreck. I want on that train. I'm okay with the train wreck. Love it. It's that over-the-top, fabulous mess. It's exactly, like, this is all of my humor all at once. It is so good. It's very Japanese. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of this over-the-top stuff doesn't usually sell very well here. It is slapstick, but in a great way. The big expressions, what do you call it? The suplex. Oh my god, the suplex is still the funniest part of all. Or the fact Godbert puts pants on for maybe a minute of the entire quest. So good. So good. That's battle gear. Or when he goes into battle, he takes off his clothes. Very kabuki. Exactly. Like, no, I love Hildebrand. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise. Not anymore. Hildebrand and Moogles. I asked my husband to name our next dog Koopo, and he already said no. So it's gonna take some convincing. You do Koopo. I actually have a screenshot where they mention Mog, and I'm like, ah, I screamed. Oh, like, listen, there are two things you will not see me do off a stream. That it's MSQ, because the one time I did MSQ off quest, I defeated Nidhogg. And secondly, Hildebrand. It's too good not to. It's just too good not to. A bit of a mess, eh? But the mechanisms and the trolleys are all here. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them isn't here. Something is near the entrance that caught Udionge's eye. Ooh. Alright, let's put some pep in my step. My extra waddler on. Alright, hold on. Oh, we got an Aether Current. I'll take this. what I'm looking for here. Haha. The trolley trap. Oh, it's gonna be one of those conversations where I'm just gonna keep going, you know, our next dog should be Koopa. And he'll be like, no. And I'll be like, yeah. And then, like, 2 days later, same conversation. This is how it's gonna go. My husband's boring with pet names. He's got no sense of adventure. I mean, I named our cat Leroy Jenkins. I would call that a success. Moglin. Ah! Moose. That's not a bad name. I like that one too. I was thinking that or something like Percival. That's that 100% from a cup. Okay. Muggle mug. And if he ain't gonna let me go with Koopa, he ain't gonna let me do that. I just gotta find that perfect mix, which is both nerdy and still unrecognizable to him. That's the goal. Gaia, Loki, and Mythos. Why not? I pulled everything. That's not a gnome. That's about right. That's about it. I'm 5'2", so I'm not much taller. And he's 65 pounds. Our next boxer will probably be bigger because he's very small. Ooh. I swear to God. Gnomes punt you! I see that! Jesus. This guy. Have you done? No, I haven't. I haven't done any of the raids. I did half of Omega, half of Alex, and I did the first set of Bahamut, and I'm halfway through the second set. So yeah, it's gonna be a game of finding a equally nerdy name, but a name so sneaky that he doesn't know. That's it. And before walking to Endwalker. Okay, we'll do then. Ample evidence of recent maintenance. The levers of switching are in good condition. The Talos beareth more than the passing resemblance to the golems of the source. This chunk is the slowest part. Okay. Alas, the specimen and fellow lies lifeless and broken. I know not how to... Okay. Without the aid of Talos, even if you were somehow in... God damn it, Udianger. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but somebody must. And let's ask them. I do believe you'll find a person of some interest sulking in the shadow behind the warehouse. Thank you very much, Albert. I appreciate that. Kindly. Thank you. Defend yourselves as necessary. Oh boy. So yeah, I gotta do Omega. I've gotta do Alex still. I've gotta do Bahamut. I've got, oh my god, I got a lot still. But that's okay. I've got Fridays off going forward rest of the year. We've got some extra time, and I know, and I actually, this will surprise everybody, I'm ahead of my filming, editing. I've got both videos for next week edited already. So we're good. Like, I got time, so I can put some time into it. I was gonna put a different one out today, but I wanted to make sure that that point was well put across, and I don't want, it's not something I want to dwell on either. It's something I kind of just want to put there, and here you go. Plus you guys got to hear that live. Hey, Mr. Dude! Right? Well, that's what I do for a living. I work in project management. So yeah, I did get ahead, and I've already started writing the week after's videos. Like, I want to get ahead by a couple in case we hit a spot where I either have less content or something like that. That's the goal. What are you? What do you mean, what am I? What are you? So that's the goal, is to get ahead by a few. Especially now that I've got the time. I also have some like quality of life stuff to get done. I want to work some more on a couple more emotes. I would like to... Let me look at my to-do list actually. Again, I work in project management, so let me see. I did the thumbnail for this stream. Work on a playlist, new graphics, schedule, more emojis, update 1 or 2, fix the Discord bot. There's a few things on my to-do list, to be perfectly honest. Fresh-faced man and well-muscled man. I take the one on the right. Alright, let's see. Please. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Oh, we got the evil music again. We're not brigands come to take what isn't ours. I got their accent. I give them a French accent. How about that? Do we honestly look like we need to steal some rusted bits of iron? A likely story. You look well. I do French. You don't look normal. That's for certain. You don't come anywhere. You have clearly not merchant. Traveler never passed this way. The only reason you come all the way is out here is to strip the machinery for part. Oh, Taff, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of lost love, joined by 2 most loyal servants? Not bad, I can do French. Sworn to follow her unto the world's end, on their journey they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide. I can do Quebec French accent. Turned up here somehow. I can only assume you're being intentionally obtuse. Intentionally obtuse. Acadian. I can do Acadian too. Actually, it's harder to do in English. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer of his heroic deeds. Gods give me the strength. If I may, we're actually searching for means by which the travel in Nabatha rang. We were hoping the trolley would get us their solution. Oh, look how sweet she is. I realize that we haven't got off the best starts, but if you know anything, we'd like to get it working again. On the other hand, hello, Bruno. Quebec is not France. No, I can't do France. Oh, I can do it a little, but I can do it in French. I can't do it in English. I don't do the accent very well in English, but in French, on parle comme si. On monte nos on. But in English, I don't do it right. The trolley. But this, no problem. You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. Ah, they have a French accent now. We're both engineer in training, Jarek and Daff, at your service. Technically, I'm a miner. He does the repair work, but our true passion is a trolley. In French. All the lore bits. Let me hear the new lore rat. While I really love his voice actor, sometimes I think of him in Morgan Freeman's voice, and it makes me laugh even more. Thank you, Kristen. And for the record, I speak French on the 90% of my day. I work 100% in French, and I work with Quebec. That's what I was hired to do. So this accent I hear all day. And I have my IRL name is English. So most people that call me start in English because they've read my name on an email. And they're like, oh, this person's English, so we're gonna start it out. And you're like, I actually speak better French, but you know. Yeah. Alright. Well, no argument here. What progress have you made thus far? Here we go. Back to Quebec. Not as much as we would like to, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could assist you with? Gather some materials. Hey, don't give me the dog work. It's a sight more complicated than that. I'm afraid if you spoke to Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with the full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him. You like. We'll introduce you. That's all I can do. That's the XQC accent, actually. I know, I totally name dropped him, but yeah. In another universe, Fancy Brit, Peepsland. It's the only reason why I can tell you the Elvish names, because the French there, right? Urdiancy. Alright, what kind of stuff did you guys get for me? Because I got a bunch of stuff here. We got a hat. I like hats. Got a shirt. I like shirts too. Give me my shirt. What's that look like? Ah! Nope. Don't like that. Thap is guide you to Twine. If you're ready, we can leave now. Though, if you haven't seen the other fellow around, have you? I thought he'd come out by now. Oh, I kicked his ass. Sorry. Not sorry. You think he'll be alright? Well, I suppose. I'll have a look just in case. You go on ahead. Alright, well, just like you, try not to let anything bite you on the way over there. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's the only accent that I got down pat is the Quebecan English. I could do the Quebecan French a little bit, like... Which video peeps can't watch? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, the Endwalker cinematic. I can't watch that one yet. I haven't, and I'm cool with not watching it. Yeah, see, bud. I can swear though really well in French. Expert at it. In fact, put me behind the wheel if you want to hear all the French swear words at once. Yeah, that's a no-no. And I'm cool. That's what's fun, is that I'm okay with it being a no-no. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not overtly excited to... Potato Patch! Of course. Look at her. Adorable as fuck. And now that I put the pigtails on her, I can't get enough of her. Normally we would walk atop the tracks, but seeing the young lady has much shorter stride and more perilous route. Okay, cool. Well, that was nice. I can't get enough. Like, the Lalas are just too much. They're too cute. I cannot. There's a threshold of cute. Who will be the lucky winner? Of what? Starting to be curious though. Alright, there you are. Oh, wait a moment. I think I hear something. Oh, that's something. Run. God damn it. The only accent that I continuously murder is Dwarven. Man, I murder that. Like, there are dwarves that'll call me up and tell me how bad I'm doing. I'm joking. But man, it's so bad. What part of the story are we up to? Okay, we finished, we killed the third Sin Eater. Runar was very happy. He's adorable and I love him and I hope nothing bad ever happens to him. We found out Ulmor attacked the Crystarium. Lyra is her name, I think? That didn't go very well for her, but we're gonna get our revenge. And we're here in Amarang looking for a Sin Eater with our lovely friend Minfilia. The trolley slug, I suppose. So that's where we're at. Emmett is cool. I don't think he's lying to me, even if he's a bit of an ass. Huh? Why are you getting yourself in trouble? Guys. This guy's doing it on purpose. Oh, no, I'm not. I was like, wait, once in a while there, I get it right. Not often, but I do. But you're dead. Killed the other birdie. Okay, go. Fuck. Ah, I didn't do it. Sorry, I admit I didn't expect this for quite so much danger. Like I got into 2 fights. 2. Oops, my sister, I believe. Let me see what's going on. Am I seriously? Dude, one thing I'll never understand is when the phone company sends you Black Friday deals. Like, listen, I like Black Friday as much as anybody else. But the phone company, like, hey, get a new cell phone. And you're like, why would I spend another $60 a month since Black Friday? No, thank you. I'm good. However, if you are Canadian, you should be if you need an upgrade, you should do it on Black Friday. It's the cheapest day of the year. You did not hear that from me. The original dwellings were built by the house and laborers. Cool. As doubtless is known as the track does go in the very heart of town, or what was the heart of town when the trolley still carried everyone to the mines. But there is no trolley. This should have been some indication to meet Magnus, as I said. Yeah, cool. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see we have much choice, so let's go meet the man. Oh no, Rich, that sucks. I'm a year out. I still have another year to my upgrade, and I'm at that time. My kids are now old enough to have cell phones, so guess where my old phone's going? Usually I sell them, but here I won't because, you know, it's cheaper to not. Oh, look at the alcohol. He's a little on the drunken side. Who are you supposed to be? I've never seen you 3 in my life. Or the 4 of you. Wicked white. If you're gonna bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is deep in his cups. Yeah, just a little. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them in the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabatha-Rang, so they came to ask me about the trolley. What? There's nothing in Nabatha-Rang, not anymore. Especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach. I must. So you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The world is a ruin. Nothing more. You, sir, are pickled. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't work. Does it work on hopes and dreams? Well, we're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabatha-Rang. If you insist that the trolley's not an option, tell us why. No, I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. We'll speak outside. Dude, if you whisper, he probably ain't gonna hear you. My chocobo came in. Strong cup of coffee, water, and some clamato. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. He's right. You are like 10. Holy shit. He's a drunken man and you're a 10-year-old girl dressed in white. I'm gonna tell you guys how I get over drinking. It's either KFC or a local fried chicken place, which there isn't one of this city, in this city, but either way, down where I'm from there is. But yes, fried KFC with a poutine. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. But those salts. Okay, so we're looking to see if we can get some help. Oh shit. Matter of fate, is about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I will not shackle her again. There you go, Thancred. What shape her destiny will take, it is for me to stay silent. Protect her, teach her, stand by her. Holy shit. So be it. Come, let's make our own inquiries. That's it. That's the lesson. Yeah, she's destroyed, she's hurt, she's a lot of things. Feel for her. Exactly. It took him a moment to realize that he was having a rough go. I think Yshtola's talk and then Minfilia saying, like, no, you've been a dick. Oh, Denny's. What did Magnus have to say? Not a whole lot. I suppose it was foolish of me. I'm sorry we couldn't have helped, though. If you could give it a stroke or two. It's a very smooth wood. Emmett's words did. 100%. I don't see much point in being stubborn about it, but alright, cool. That's what she needed to hear too, though. While it's a reality check for Thancred, it's a reality check for her. She's the one that felt that he was distant, that she was nothing more than a grieving device meant to die to bring back his beloved. I don't know if she thought that Minfilia was his love, but it was someone he loved. And to hear somebody else call him out for what he is, and to hear that this man just loves her, I think helped her too. But I could be crazy. Could be crazy. Where are the tools? No, that was it. Oh, it's right there. Duh. I'm gonna go right back. She's still... I'm sure there's still feelings of it, but at least she now understands his feelings are more complicated. Which is the truth about reality, too. We're all just a little bit more complicated. I'll be right back. BRRB. Right back. But I do like it when they add complexity. I also kind of like the idea that we still don't know how much truth is behind Emmett. And we still don't know... His people are known for lying. You know what I mean? Even though I don't think he is. It's still something you need to worry about. Open the box and a lovely maintain tools within. Okay, whew. I'll give you one moment. I was right there for a second. I know little about... There, I don't see any problems. Let's continue along the track. Cool. That's it. Because real life, we're all a little flawed. And Thancred is flawed. He's still grieving. He's still mourning. He's still... That was his daughter in his eyes. And some parents never stop grieving. And, I mean, video games have to be a little bit more than subtle. But it's not over the top. It's not, this is my character trait. And you're like, really? No, it's done very well. Alright. I'm a helper. As the lamp goes, yeah. But if we're gonna do this, we might as well do it properly. If the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, that's a nice thought. Anywho, a bit of this post seems splintered, whether it's the lamp lit or not. We're on pieces of jabbing. We'll need to sand it down for a bit, okay? A saw, a hammer, a rough file. It's that one. Well, thank you, Cloudy. I appreciate that. We're having a good old time. I'm helping this guy with his toolbox. It turns out I'm not very good at it. That's okay. Let me even this out. There you go. I'm like legitimately worried over the shit this guy's gonna pull. Oh, gee. Oh my goodness, yes. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along. Unless you like to take this view of the tracks here a little bit longer, it is breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see, but at a certain point they dug everything through. It was then the Nabath Empire struck the idea with the Talos. At great expense, Nabath brought Mistel engineers who specialized in Talos over the hills, and wouldn't you know it, a mining industry picked right back up. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the intertwining of trails, a fruitful cooperation between native Ronzo and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart. In the wake of the flood, the Mistels left, taking their knowledge with them. It's 15 years ago. The last of them, the folks of Daedalus, took off for Ulmore. But there's no use lamenting. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks you see, and fall to us to remove them as they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you, but as you've noticed, I'm not terribly suited for confrontation. I'll have to kick some ass again. The artworks countdown. I don't think so. Alright, whoops. Or no, don't fall off the tracks. Gotta go kick some birdie butt. I don't think I did, Bruno. A vulture nest. Does it show a little sign of me kicking it off? Because that would be the funniest shit ever. I have to put some... That's what I thought. It's serious time. It's punchy, punchy, hand, hand. Kicking birdie butt. Oh fuck, I just popped all the cooldowns. This bird does not stand a prayer. I don't know why I did that. I have no idea. Might as well put some sprint into that because, you know, ley lines. Or not ley lines, the other thing. Transpose. Alright, let's get this birdie nest done. Aha! A Kentucky Fried. But yeah, anyway, what I'm drinking, it's grease. Pure grease. But the reality, I haven't drank in a long time. Like, really went out to drink. It's been at least 2-3 years. So even with the pandemic, like, I haven't... Like, now that we're allowed to, but you have to show... I don't know. Still don't kind of like it, so... And to be fair, I'm very much of a homebody. I'm a big nerd. I want to stay home, play video games. My kind of night. Okay. Potato Patch. Time for some butt kicking. And yes, that is the name of my chocobo. Potato Patch. Can you guess why? I'm kidding. That would have been me. 100% what you think it is. The goodness bird. Going out for the holidays. Well, I'm Canadian, so there are no holidays next week. I will be right here streaming regular stuff. Which, by the way, I want to make this clear. I know a lot of you are Americans. Don't miss Thanksgiving for me. If you guys are out and about and enjoying time with it, go do that. Alright? The VODs will always be there. But no, I'm not an American, so I am going to be at home streaming. And then I'm going to be at home up late on Thursday shopping. Because Black Friday. Black Friday is in Canada too, so hells yes. Square, make it official. Oh yes. Salt Mom is a pepper. I love it. Joke. I don't remember. My husband named his something stupid. It was like Birdie Butt or something. Like, it was really dumb. Awesome, Rich. Always said someday he wants to see Magnus's trolley running again. Tony started fixing these rusted rails, broken cars. So, well, we'll see. Wicked white vultures. Are they back for revenge? Lemon pepper. So yeah, I'll be here 100%. The only time that our family celebrates Christmas, so that'll be a day that I don't even know what day it falls on. Hold on, let me check. On a Saturday. Oh, good. Never mind. We're good. We're good. All good. Perfectly fine. I do Black Friday shopping. I do a lot of that. Tell us so if there's a single one that still functions, things might be different. But oh well, here we are. Da 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 da. New pants for little PB. Ooh. Oh, that's alright. It's alright. Not too bad. Topaz. Hey, why not? Listen, it doesn't have to be crazy. If you like the name, you like the name. Yeah, I named mine Potato Patch. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's something like Birdie Butt or like something like that. My husband named his. Down for maintenance is the name of the quest. I don't like this. Not that I'll do any good, but Talos has a meeting to repair. I can show you if you'd like. Certain I hear something other than Magnus is griping for a change. Quay. Ah, I love it. It's cute. An unrepaired Talos. So if I kick it in the knee, it'll work. Yes? No, I stream like specific times. So we make it, we don't. I'm pretty good. So like on Mondays I stream 2 hours, Wednesdays an hour and a half, and Thursdays 3 hours until 2022. Then it'll go back down to 2 hours. So far, Frey, it's really good. It's definitely keeping the pace, and the storytelling is a lot. The storytelling is a lot, but it's not overbearing. Like, when you think about where we're at and what we're doing, we are on a distant planet dealing with an entire new system of laws and stuff like that. It's very celestial, it's very out there, and it doesn't feel out there. If that makes any sense. If we compare it to like Shadowlands, who is on a different celestial system right now where everything's new and stuff like that, it feels out there. It feels like they took it out of their ass and put it in. And the reason why is it's not very well seated. This doesn't feel unseated, so. Well, I appreciate that, Seb. West Coast, so California, British Columbia, stuff like that. I'm in New Brunswick, Canada, so if you guys are from the US, the state of Maine, right beside it. But fuck nowhere if you're looking for the definition. It will likely require naught but a few modest repairs. And Aether. Well, if you think you can get this thing up running... Yeah. I should stress that I performed only the most cursory of examinations of the arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me, as I did suspect the birds was a host network of the veins. So it was Aether. Nice! Right, Christian? Right? And even, like, let's pretend that you were really not paying attention to anything until you got Shadowbringers. How they tell you the story is engaging. How to say tell the story is... Because there are quests where you finish the quest and it's basically a big fucking mess of lore. Like, you in that library, you're going through lore, straight lore. It's the whole point of the quest. But it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like you're getting information. It's well presented, you're engaged, you're, oh, that's neat. And you remember what was said. And that's kind of the point. It's well done. I went to Detroit into Canada. And then New York. See, that's a lot closer to where I'm at. Yeah. It's just like the US, it's extremely vast. Because, I mean, Texas and Alaska are in the same country. Right? Idaho and Maine are in the same country. When you realize that that's such a difference in things in just the same country. Same thing as here. Atlantic Canada is extremely different to Ontario, Quebec, which is extremely different to Alberta, and even more different to BC. And then we have the Northwest Territories. Atlantic Canada and Maine are pretty tight. Might we revel upon the Alright, cool. Alright, twine dwelleth the creature of living stone. Full sure that I am a stone would prove much suitable needs. Chasing stones. Australia. I guess. from what I've gathered, Australians are very, very nice. Very, very vulgar, which I love. Listeners, I live for vulgarity. And just, well, we're about the same attitude. We just colder. And you guys got shit that'll kill you. Haha, debitage. Montana. Exactly. When you stop and realize, like, there is that much bullshit in one country, it's hard to say, well, this country is this. It is an urban city that is vast and very diverse, where you come to Atlantic Canada and you're like, that's not it at all. It's not very diverse. There is Aboriginal and white. Once in a while, if you're in one of the cities, you may see people of color. He went to take a nap. He's coming. You know what I mean? Like, when you compare that to that one, it's two very different worlds. I have the early access. It actually got charged. We don't have Thanksgiving. That's pretty much it. Our Thanksgiving was in October. On a Monday. But we have Black Friday, and to me, that's the big one. Ooh, shit, don't say that. I love Black Friday. I tell work that Black Friday is a religious holiday and I need it off. Lots of Asians. Very much. Well, Vancouver is so close to a lot of the Asian countries. And Toronto does as well. This city has some because of our university that's here. It's an Anglophone university, but it's a very cheap university, so easier for international students to afford. Other than that, like, if you go anywhere else in the province, people of color, I seen my first, and this is not to dismay anybody, but I seen my first black person. I was 19 years old. Honestly. I seen hundreds of Aboriginal or Indigenous because we live near an Indigenous reserve. And the English schools were really divided by language. So I went to a French school. My husband went to an English school. My husband's English school was 50% white, 50% Indigenous. But that's the world I grew up in. It's very different. So when I went to the city and I went to university, I was like, my goodness. I think it was 20% African. Because again, I went to a French university. French-speaking languages. A lot of African countries speak French. So that was my first experience. That was also my first experience with international people, learning their accents, learning culture. Took a while. I learned a couple things that I'll never forget though. One, this poor guy from Kenya. He says, I don't understand Canadians. And I'm like, well, let me help you. I'll give you a hand. What's going on? What don't you understand? It's fucking cold here. I agree. Next question. Why do you guys drive up and down the street? Because we're bored. Something to do. We call them up and downs. Seriously. He was like, that. I don't get it. Just park the damn car and watch other cars drive by. And I'm like, well, we don't. We do the driving. And the last thing he didn't understand was car loans. He's like, why? Just buy a car. Save up $2,000. Get a car. Stop paying interest. And I'm like, you're right. Pretty stupid. I agree. The cure refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire. A heart driveth the blood through men's veins. Kiwis are, well, we've forgotten. Listen, I love me some kiwis. I also love me some actual, like, the green fruit, kiwi fruits. Which, pro tip, guys, seriously, this is #1 pro tip you're going to get from Peeb all night. Buy your kiwi fruits from New Zealand only. They are bigger and sweeter. You're welcome. You're welcome. telling you. It's a treat. You're out of town and you realize I was definitely the nerd. Find another one. Oh, this really isn't my story to share. Something wrong? Alright, alright. After all you done me, supposedly second do. What's going on? Da 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 da. Anyway, New Zealand cues. If the ones from Mexico or Italy are in the bin, I'm not gonna buy them. No, I want the New Zealand ones. They're sweeter. I get that, Alan. Right then, the Talos. Their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. They need a special sort of sufficient aetherial conductivity, both it... Well, why didn't you tell us, you arsehole? The place, of course, being here, the Hills Amber, and it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. But you'll hear it from Thafe or somebody else. Aww. Actually, Hey, I don't care how you guys do it. I have no shame. I'll eat the shit out of them. They are delicious. Get them at Costco and get lots of them. Num 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 num. I don't know. I have no idea how it's gonna launch. I'm preparing for a shitty launch, okay? I want, like, if we can't even log into the game, I understand that's a possibility. And I'm prepared for it. Oh, 100% Nintendonian. I think they're gonna go very poorly. But I want them to succeed. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. Alright, what do we got?
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was.
I had a better accent for him. I'm gonna be getting Final Fantasy IV. I'm waiting for Black Friday to see what the sales are like. But I'm gonna get that. So that's the plan. If this goes down, Final Fantasy IV.
When the Golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder.
Oh, more than likely. Like,
But she
it's
wasn't
gonna
one
be
to
messy.
be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed.
That's the reality of a miner.
We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body.
Oh.
Magnus has never been the same since.
And it's gotta be bigger this time. The amount of players in that, it's imminent.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
Well, welcome to the potato patch, Eric. Welcome aboard. You now have access to the emotes, which are pretty awesome if I do say so myself. And reminder to everybody else, it is 100% not necessary, but 100% appreciated. It is an extra way to support, and you get access to those free emotes. They're also available in the Discord if you want to use them at any time. So you can use emotes like sloppy, stuff like that. Absolutely, it caught on pretty quick there, Corby Day. Chances are he's near her resting place, if I had to guess. Also, there is no content. What did I say? There's no content behind a paywall either. Why? Because we are gamers. We don't like that shit. Just the emotes, because YouTube won't let me just leave them out for free. Thank you, Kristen.
What?
Welcome aboard. Also on the potato patch.
Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap.
Well, thank you, Kristen. It works a lot like subs for Twitch, where it's financially supporting a streamer for whatever reason you want to. The difference is, and this is going to sound shady, and I don't mean it shady. Please don't take it shady. Instead of a 50% cut that Twitch takes, YouTube takes a lot less. So, yeah, you are financially supporting the streamer a little more. Honestly. Trying to be nice about it, but honestly. But yes, and you get the little face next to your name too.
Back to wherever you came from. Don't let me catch you around here again.
Which I'm going to be working on that one this week. Maybe? If not next weekend. It's on the to-do list.
What were their names?
My son was named Scully. My wife, Agna.
Oh, the split is much better. And before continuing this side story, if we're being very honest, YouTube's rates are much better. Like, example, when you tip or give bits, the cut is a lot less. Same thing for watching and viewing VODs. That financially supports. So views actually support the channel, just like anything else, even on live streams. So when we tell you, hey, your view really helps, it does. It 100% does. It financially helps the streamer. Where Twitch, you could be 1,000 people watching, the views themselves give 0 or very little. Their AdSense is very, very small. Here it's quite... I'm not making bank, but I'm making better on Twitch than I ever thought I could. I agree, Alan. I like the simplicity of it, but this is, again, going to sound shady, and I mean this lovingly. I always found that Twitch reminded me of, like, 90s forums. Or, like, early 2000s forums. Like, it's very convoluted. Hello, Christina. Exactly, Christian, because there's no way to search up VODs. There's no way to do this. Where here, it comes recommended. You're like, hey, this person streamed this person streamed this. You might like that. And it really brings people up. And again, if you choose to watch it, you're financially helping the person who made the content. Just like a regular video. But the actual streaming system, there's some updates they could do.
Them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them.
Oh. Absolutely. Like, if YouTube is a video platform, Twitch is a stream platform.
The bottle's never deep enough.
People go on there to watch streams. People come on to YouTube for a million different reasons. He's definitely hurting. And the bottle will never be deep enough. That's the secret.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
Yeah, and we've all done it in points of sadness.
You've lost someone too.
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter.
I agree, Christian. That's my opinion.
But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down.
Very fair, Eric. I dropped
That's why I
Warcraft
refuse to
about
let her
6 months
legacy
ago.
die.
Has it been 6? Like 4 months ago. For this, not gonna lie.
In the end, all we can do is press on. For those we have lost. For those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Areng.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
I agree wholeheartedly, Eric. I think a hug would have been more effective there, but that was sweet. While that moment was sad, that moment was, I think, everything Minfilia needed. I'll give her a hug right now. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I can't hug, but I want to. I tried. Alright, Udiage, what do you got? Well, full know the pain of loss how heavily can imagine. Nevertheless, there is one way to put forward. We need to procure a new heart for Talos. Know what's the location we can find it? Told you, we nearly... Though I suppose, if you really want to try. It was open for Talos, became a common place. Alright, cool. Don't tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. I need a Udiange voice. War Chief, I think the best Thankerid joined thee in this search. Though he wouldst be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil and his thoughts clouded. I can't do this. I hate reading Udiange. Ah! Okay. Where are you? There you are. Brooding. Everyone gets a hug. I wish you could hug NPCs. I need that in this game. Okay. We are gonna take a 2 to 3 minute break. In a second! Ding! Enhance the notion. Shit. Okay. I will be right back. Y'all know why? It's because I have to pee. See, usually on the shorter streams, I wait, and then by the end of the stream, I'm dancing in my seat, and that's usually the time to go. But here, it's a longer stream, and I gotta go. So BRRB, right back. 2 minutes at the most. Turn off the mic so you guys don't have to hear me. Get up and wrestle. And... hold on, I'm looking. Where is it? Display? Oh, it's on. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna move you up here. There, right back. I'm back. I'm so sorry to make everybody delay. Truly, there we are. Whew. These longer streams, while I love doing them, I need a pee break halfway through. Every time. I have the bladder of a 2-year-old. The second you leave for a drive, you know it's gonna happen. Had a funny time, did ya? Yes. Well, hello. How are you? Losing my hair. Great, now Nuvi's leaving. Let's get going. My brooding thinkers. On the bright side, him watching other people mourn will really show him what he's going through. So I like that. Well, thank you, Freya. But I think you were... Corby Day, I believe, has said it. That Emmett's conversation with him really messed him up and made him really, like, laser focus. I am loving the pacing of it. The pacing of this game in Shadowbringers is 10 out of 10 so far. Even the slog bits, I'm not pushed back. I absolutely, Bruno. 100%. The reason for the length of time in my streams has everything to do with I work a full-time job and okay. We're gonna go do the fate. 100%. Bruno said so. We're going. Oh, you can? I tried. It said it wasn't a party. Da 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 da. There we are. Now that I have enhanced your notion. Is 4, 5, 6 hours considered long? It is if you're peeves, I suppose. Feet filled. Oh no. Oh. We tried and failed. Definitely. Basically, I typically do a 2-hour stream, what used to be a 1-hour stream, and then another 2-hour stream. That's my typical pattern. As for try to hide from the gnome. Gnomes are supposed to be smaller than me. Oh, I guess not. I guess we're taking. Oops. But simply put, I keep my streams somewhat short because they're usually on the work weeks. And I work a salary job, meaning I could work 40 hours, I could work 80 hours. So that's usually why. Plus I always try to keep time for videos and stuff. Oh goodness. Get some constitution, I'll give you that. I don't. At a certain time of night is bedtime. I do. I have a lot of stuff to do, and I'm very much enjoying. This game is very much in that sense of the more you do, the more you want to do, and I live for it. I've been wanting this. This is the game I wanted Warcraft to be, and that's without throwing shade. That's just me being, you know, I wanted a more story-centric game. I wanted a game with all this casual stuff as well, because casual stuff is awesome. Like, it really... What's 5 hours? Getcha. Oh, I appreciate that, Christian, truly. Yeah, I work a good full-time job. That's the secret to it. Guth John? Goodness, what a name. And then, of course, I don't stream on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, because kids, I like spending time with my family, stuff like that. Hello, Ben. But yeah. I work full-time and sometimes more than full-time hours. On the funny side, I work at a really, I call my job the job that keeps ducks in a row. That's my job. I keep duckies in a row. Only half of them are chickens and half of them are being chased by a fox right now. That's what project management is. You play a game with life balance. How do you do that? It took time. Last year I had a real hard time with that balance because I would play super late, I'd be exhausted, and I was going through a herniated disc, so there was a lot of mental problems with it, and I wasn't doing well. My friend said, okay, listen, you work in project management. What would you tell somebody to do? I'd be like, schedule your time. This from this is video editing. This from this is video writing. This from this is your streaming. You get X amount of sleep if you go to bed here. And that's how I had it set up. So Monday through Thursday is pretty much channel stuff and moving on. So what would you call a 14 to 16 hours a day? Pain in the ass down under. I've done them, don't like them. And usually if I have to work a 14-hour day, somebody is going to get my foot in their ass. Because somebody messed up. I promise you. 8 hours a day. Oh, absolutely. You get used to your own little setup, what works best for you. Well, thank you, Christian. It's also why, I can get ahead, too, depending on some content. For example, I watched the no-clip documentary. That video is written. I still haven't filmed it, but it's written. I've got next week's videos edited. It seems we have work cut out for us. We'll have an idea, hurry things along. We're gonna have to kick some more butt. We knew that, though. Alright, I'm sure you noticed despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark. Meaning it'd be harder to find the coin in the shadows. We'll use these scent drops. Uh-huh. Extreme trials. Yes, I do. I gotta do a lot. Dark shadow. Well, let's start right here. I gotta do it all. I want so much more to do. There's so much more to do. I gotta do Alex. I gotta do Omega. I want to be Paladin peeps. I want to get my Dark Knight up. I want to get an Astrologian go. This is stupid how much stuff I want to do. I miss having that. How do I say it? I miss having that excitement that, oh my god, I can't wait to finish work so I can play some more. Or it's stream night, I get to continue the story. I get excited and I miss this so much. There we go. Let me see. Yes, I did. The Fallen Rise. Excellent, excellent, excellent video. I loved it. And you know my only complaints about that video series? No Clip did. Because my only complaint about it was that I had wished it had a more corporate feeling to it. Because I work corporate. So to me, I want to know what it would have been to have been a fly on the wall when Yoshi P stood in front of the directors and said, hey, yeah, I'm gonna burn it with fire. And no, I can't guarantee y'all are gonna make any money off of it. But I'm gonna try. That stuff is the stuff that interests me. I would love to see it. And the No Clip covered that. But I also like the Fallen Rise. You really hate the player aspect. So that was also nice. I got your coin. 5 on, 3 off. Oh goodness. If it works for you, I mean, again, it depends on what you do. I couldn't work a 16-hour day, what I do. There you go. Compliment the guy. Thereafter, it clears me. Right, Final Fan? Right? V? Right? I joined an FC that's active, that talks to each other, that has a beautiful home, that does activities together, that are very friendly and nice, and they want to do things. And they had no idea who I was when I first joined them. Like, that excitement again is incredible. I even got a little apartment in their place. I could have gotten an apartment somewhere else, but I wanted one there. Like, it's just so exciting again. We're starting to make friends. You get excited. Oh. This is what it looks like on my face for Wrath of the Lich King. It's what it feels like. Only I like the story better. And that's very fair, Bruno. Absolutely. Because right now this is supposed to be the shit time. If we're being really honest, this is the downtime. This is when there's supposed to be nothing. Everyone is supposed to be at the edge of their seats waiting for new content. This is when it's supposed to be at its worst. This is usually the biggest drop in players. And we're going to see the biggest surge in players based on MMO mathematics, MMO projections, which is normal. So right now, while it's the worst, I'm enjoying this game more than I ever thought I would. Dancing Plague Extreme. That sounds like fun. I'm going to get one! Seb, that's where I'm getting my apartment. Because I want eventually to have a room, an apartment. I want to have a nice room. And then an all pink palace apartment. Because pink! Titania! I love Titania, she's perfect. And yet it feels so good. It does so much. That's actually pretty good. Dancing Plague is Titania. Titania's wonderful. Chose to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage? Well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as it means to protect my... Oh, that's so nice. Now let's hurry. Exactly. I haven't seen that video. I've seen most of his Final Fantasy videos, but I hadn't seen that one. And yeah, it's incredible. Redacted. Okay. I'll be damned. You actually found... Listen. I still watch his stuff, but I definitely left him a not nice comment. It wasn't mean. It was more of a, hey, don't do that. His review of Stormblood had a spoiler for the Endwalker cinematic, and I was like, excuse me, sir. Why? Just, I didn't watch it, and I was like, no, why you do this to me? Ooh, we have paint. Any pinks? Oh, look, guys, pink. Right there. Right there. Coral pink. Or money. Probably get money. We should take the money. Take the money and run. To be honest, I wasn't sure you'd pull it off, but you did. I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Sure. The Endwalker launch trailer. Yep. That's what it was. We don't spoil it, Ben. I haven't seen it yet. All good, and I'm pretty sure I understand that his excitement for stuff like that is still very big, and he's still coming from a Warcraft class sense that stuff like that is okay to do in videos with Warcraft. You can mix and match your content. Basically, if it drops, you can talk about it. If it's on the PTR, you can talk about it in Warcraft. Where here, there's a very large, if you're talking about Shadowbringers, you clearly say, oh, it's 4.1 or 5.1. That was a random example. You're very clear about where you're at. Oh, very, very much very. Where he was reviewing Stormblood and mentioned a part of that, and I was like, excuse me, why? Same thing with my thumbnails. I try my best, like, for the one for Ilmeg, I wanted to put Fuo, our pixie friend, on the top, and I'm like, oh, I can't use this picture because that's showing them as in the Titania garb. So I'm like, nope, can't do that. Third is early access. Feo Ul. I can remember the second part. The 17th. I'm off from the 15th the rest of the year at that point. I have to ask, have you ever heard of rockworms? I know them by a Niffle name, but I'm certainly locals call them knockers. It's a different world. There's not as much to spoil, so when something comes out, you kind of go ham in it, right? Exactly, and so far very little has been spoiled to me. Extremely little. The few things that I've gotten in spoilers were accidental, or I figured them out. Like, people definitely didn't ruin anything. Even old stuff like the parting glass, nobody ruined for me. Smile better suits a hero. No one ruined that for me. Like, all the big moments, I had no idea. Yotsuyu, you guys saw me talk about her death and no one said anything. And we're like, yeah, well, she didn't really die. Ha ha ha. No, nobody. Or you turned on that blue bird. Yeah, I did that this week and I regret it immediately. On Twitter, you can choose topics that you like and you'll see more tweets about them. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, Final Fantasy showed up 2 days ago and I'm like, oh, I like Final Fantasy. So all of a sudden I get is bombarded with art and I'm like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Wait a second. What do you mean the Exarch is somebody I know? Anyway, that's the only spoiler I got for Shadowbringers. Assuming you find something, bring it here, we'll have a look. We should split up, cover more ground as he suggests. Cover these 3 areas on your map. I did too, 100%. Because to me, Yotsuyu was a character, when you first introduced her, she's more badass than Xenos. You kind of wanted that. I just didn't know that, you know, it would destroy me. Man, did that ever fuck with me? I'm gonna have to fight him. Don't have a choice. Oh, wait. Chocobo. And a cookie! Oh wait, I can't say that word too loud. That's a very, very important word in our house. The C-O-O-K-I-E word. The D-O-G really likes the C-O-O-K-I-E word. So you don't use it without meaning it. Awesome. Have a great night, Mary. Pet the doggo for me. It's doggos. I love doggos. Everyone, it's a different world because, again, if this was Warcraft, you'd get that to chat. Somebody would say something. And you'd be like, oh, okay. Yeah, say C-O-O-K-I-E is a word that is very well known here in this house. Always pet the cats. Actually, for the first time in like a week and a half, I'm gonna let the dog sleep on the couch tomorrow. That's his favorite nap spot, and that's the one thing that he's been fighting consistently to do. Sleep on the damn couch. He likes the couch. Whew. And I know I say this every stream, guys, don't worry about this. The runny nose. I have a runny nose every time I'm cold. I'm Canadian, so I'm always fucking cold. Oh, that is the hype bomb. Absolutely. That is the one that the breaker of chains. You want to get a dog up from the dead? Say that word. He loves that word. Oh, absolutely. 100%. And the dog loves the sofa too. He'll like belly up and everything. But because of his surgery, he couldn't, like, he wasn't allowed up on it, like, to get up on it. Go away. Anyway, he's pretty good now, so I think I'm gonna let him on the couch tomorrow. Not the beds, just the couch. Well, thank you, Bruno. Have a legendary night. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, this guy. Wheel of Time. That looked good. Let me know how it is. This person's kicking all of their asses, and I love it. Here. Alright. Inspect the rubble. Alright. Oh, very, very true. I have not read any Wheel of Time, to be honest. I am not too up. Potato Patch gained the level. Yay! Yeah, I haven't read a lot of it, to be perfectly honest. I did read a little. I've got a lot of books I haven't read either. For a while I was reading on daily walks. I just haven't had the time. I gotta get back to reading. I've got probably like 30 books sitting on my shelf. And I wish I was exaggerating. I mean, like, there's probably 30-some books just sitting there waiting to be read. And I blame Facebook. There was this person who posted something on Facebook. You know that marketplace? Yeah. Somebody posted a box full of books for $20. And I'm like, cool. So, and they only showed a picture of the top of the box, and I was like, oh, so there's a Game of Thrones book, and the rest are all from Wizards of the Coast. And it's one of those cleaning out my garage, take it or leave it. So I'm like, alright. A lot of it is Drizzt Adventures. A lot of it is like Dungeons and Dragons books. I went fucking crazy. I was like, yes! Then the woman called me back like a month later and she's like, hey, I found more. There's another box full, and I'm like, whatever price, I'll take it. And I got like 30 some books for, I think, total $50. Like, solid bunch of nerdy ass books. Right up my alley. Wandering Knocker. I had also bought on a Humble Bundle sale a big book on cosplay. Or many books on cosplay. I want to read them next. They also come with some sewing books too. I don't read enough. Time is what I lack for reading. I also admit that I really should spend more time into reading, like do it on my walks. Like I could make more time for it. If that makes any sense. I would love to cosplay. It's something that one day I really, really want to do. Actually, I'm going to be getting a sewing machine early 2022. And filming me learning to try to use it. So that should be fun. I haven't read in a couple months because I spent a little bit of time cross-stitching because, well, I was kind of stuck on my back for a while. I had back surgery, that's why. I actually posted a picture of that. Remember last night we were talking about how I had done a Ysera cross stitch? I posted that to Discord today. It's quite big. It took me a good 6 months. And I did a lot of it while I was recovering from surgery. But yeah, turned out pretty. It's all, I don't want to say 90% done. I should probably put more time into it. And I don't feel too bad doing it. Just because these are the people that make these patterns and make money off of these patterns are all people that don't profit from Blizzard. So, feels good supporting them. And they made a Sylvanas one that looks really good. Actually, hold on. Make it pink, I believe it was. Yeah. Look at these cross-stitch patterns and tell, look. Free pattern? Uh-huh. If you're into needlepoint, absolutely. Free Known is who the artist is, and she's fantastic. Oh, she's got Jaina. Oh man, that might get me. See, this is the one I'm almost done. Sylvanas. So they got these are solid, huge projects. Year-long projects. I sew by hand very well. Oh, it wasn't showing up on the screen? Sorry, I'll show that guys again. Hold on. I know what I did wrong. There. Okay. So this is the cross-stitch place. I mean, they have some fucking, we all know what that is. Free. But these people do like incredible work, and they do like incredibly nerdy stuff. That's Link. It's Zelda. Again, beautiful patterns. And if you go, and they have some really good ones from Warcraft. Jaina, Sylvanas, and this is the one that I had purchased. Like, incredible. Like, and they're massive projects. Like, a lot of people, this takes a year. I didn't know about the Zelda ones. I'm immediately interested in the Zelda ones. And they also... Again, if you guys are into that stuff, absolutely suggest. But yeah, that's where I got it. Wasn't it? There's my last one. I knew I missed it somewhere. Yeah, I could do needlepoint. I love needlepoint. I sew very well. I knit very well. I knit a lot. I have an old sewing machine that I got working, but it's very finicky and doesn't work for very long or very well. So I got like the basics on it. I kind of need to push that a little further, so I'm going to be buying a newer sewing machine. January, February-ish? Something like that. Oh, you will 100% stab your fingers. Let's guarantee. Cross stitches, you can't see where that needle's coming out the other side. Once you get good at it, you can pretty much like poke through and go, but any kind of distraction and not 3 guesses what happens to your finger. Yeah, absolutely. That happens all the time. Dude, the amount of mobs in this fucking place. I shouldn't complain. This is the first set of mobs that I ever deal with. In a while. Just to kill them. But yeah, I can do all of that. And I do want to get into cosplay. I want to get better at it. I'm very excited to try it. So I've been able to make a face mask. And I started a t-shirt, but back then I was having some back pain and couldn't do much more than that. So I'm very excited. And I want to film it so you guys see like the learning process, the failing process, because we're going to do that a lot. And eventually, I would like to try my first cosplay as Lady Rauban. No, I didn't pick that because it's Rauban. It's relatively simple. It's simple armor. It's sandal and small dress and a large cape. You know what I mean? It seemed simple to me. That's why I chose that. And it's Rauban. Guilty. But yeah, I bought a couple patterns to try out. Learn the construct.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia, but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner.
Okay.
After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily.
Maybe like adjust the armor to be more booby, like, you know, be more.
Back in those days, I spent most of my
feminine,
time in the
but
quicksand
that's it.
or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start. But I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
That's fair. Not your finest hour, to say the least.
Far from it. And Flamine has never let me live it down.
Hold on. Someone's messaging me.
That was a lifetime ago. Here and now, I have another chance to do things right. And I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this.
I believe a lot of things.
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
Okay.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
What?
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schooling.
Oh no.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife.
Oh.
She found it. She really found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her.
Oh, that sucks.
It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
I don't want to tell him. While this woman was dying, she gave what she had. Oh, I don't like that. I wouldn't believe it. Before you said it, tell us. Make sure you take it. No, you take it to Magnus. You do it. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. All right, let's not keep everyone wait. No, you do it. It has its ups are fucking high. That's one thing I can't like get around is when you're high, you're high. That moment with Seto, I cried over because Seto's moment was beautiful. It's what we want to see from our pets. Ardbert's moments talking about how the silence made him happy. What was that other one before shit hit the fan last stream? It was really just Runar. Everything about Runar. Runar's religious beliefs coming into fruition in front of his eyes. That was incredible. But that was a moment. And then, just when the highs are so high, you get kicked in the fucking nuts. I don't even have nuts, and I got kicked in the nuts. And this is about to kick me in the nuts. 100%. This isn't gonna go fun. No. Okay. PB, don't cry. PB, don't cry. And they start the music. Oh, it's you. I've come to complain about the trolley. You'll find no sympathy from me. It will. Your name's engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife. From Agna. Oh, I cry a lot, though. No. Oh, she couldn't have. Agna. Come on, Beeves, do not cry. Take it. Do what you will. Do it with what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but no, I said take it. It was you who found it, you who needs it. Looking at the stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me. I hope you'll be there when Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you. Fuck. Want you to see it. Would you do the honor? Oh my god. I feel gross taking it. I know we need it to progress the story. Nah. It feels gross taking it that it'll be expended. Maybe even destroyed. It's probably the last memory he'll have of them. Oh, okay. Made ready to receive the heart. And now she'll return the timeless, the sentinel stone. Very good. Let us begin. That's it. This has such high highs, such low lows. It's an emotional roller coaster, but in the best ways.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
This is also a true teaching. Very true. I just hope the rock itself isn't expended.
Whenever you're ready.
So when the Talus does eventually go, he can keep the rock. But that's wishful thinking. Did you have to get angry at it? Or he... Christian! Yes! Look at the face!
It's working! It's working!
I got to see it. No! Come on!
Magnus!
Yes, Corey Day, that would have been amazing. Just to see it in her hand. Pen and rock giant.
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble?
Grief. And alcohol. Grief and alcohol.
This worthless pile of earth? And yet... I can't.
This poor little girl sees nothing but grief. She's been surrounded by it. Caged her life and then...
What troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day.
Right, Ravenin?
I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice, and thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss.
There's a... That's a quote right there.
The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose.
What a beautiful scene. The lighting.
It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith. Have faith, and all will be well.
Go give her a hug, you arsehole. You! Go to her!
Not today.
You piece of shit. Cried. Head pass. Hello, fucking bird. No, she was just a kid who got born. Oh. Wait a second.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance.
We'll get you an umbrella.
Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time.
Listen, Emmett, you're on the PB liking you scale. You're starting to climb. Right,
Not
Corby
that my
Day?
compeers would agree, mind you.
Just want to hit him and
Always
go,
on
go
the
hug
move,
her and
not
shut up. Don't say
Like
anything.
La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing? The cold shoulder. You wound me so.
They really just...
Always
he's turned
so
it around
guarded
for
in
this
our every
expansion.
interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for her energies. And I am not in the habit of pointing her at my enemies like a weapon.
Oh.
Is that right? Fond of her, are you?
I even like how they're
Continue to
talking about me.
fascinate me, Exarch.
I like how they're talking about me. This feels real. This feels like they're talking about me.
But tell me, who are you? The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space.
Oh shit, okay.
Much less in possession of her mortal flesh. Not even I could have performed such a feat.
This is big, okay, okay.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I
Very
am.
that.
I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of sacrifices yet unmade. The parting gift of brave heroes who will one day give their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Unwritten. Interesting.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
Oh yeah, this is super important because it's a big cutscene and there's a lot in there and none of it makes sense, but I
On
want
that
it all.
much, we are in agreement.
He basically told him to piss off. It's great. I love it that I know nothing of it, but due to its size, it's so important. I had a private matter to discuss, which brings the question, was asked anchored in the search. Can we just kick him in the shins? Till he did, with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. My intention was to accuse these tragedy intercede. I regret. I loved it. The excerpts were real sassy. Time will come when you may face the reality of the circumstances. Well, let us not tarry longer. The Talos and the... Yeah, let's keep going. Da 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 da. Magnus! Ah. Ah! Okay. It's been years since I've seen a Talos in such fine shape. What would Agna be here to see? And our son. Oh, stop it. Just stop crying. I was ready to let her dreams die down. There are in the mines. Even after you'd found the Leonine, I refused to believe it could work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this Talos for both their sake. Thank you. Enough chitter chatter. Let's get you to Nabatharang. Seems like everything's in order. I take it the Talos' presence resolves the issue of the gate. Oh, that, yeah. It's designed to open at the Talos' approach. So we can finally get there. You certainly can. All that remains is final check over the control box in the mines. Hear that, boys? Get the Talos over to the mines and keep a close eye on it around the curves. Understood? Yes, sir. It's like your father telling you to be careful with his car. And it's like a jalopy and you're like, really? Whatever. Before we go, While you were away with War Chief, I paired an extra set of cartridges for you. And this one, it's the practice cartridges you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm not sure what it will do, but I wanted you to have it, for luck. Amphilia, will I hit him? Will I fucking hit him? We should hurry. Again, kick him in the shins. Okay. Where am I going? Fuck am I going? Alright, we're gonna take the fast chocobo away. Exactly. Very much, Corby Day. It really shows that he sees the vision. At least he's got something to wake up for. Sometimes that's all you need is something to wake up for. Chekhov's gun if I've ever saw one. Right? Right. Here we go. Da 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 da. No dealing with the assholes. Not gonna fight you or you. Don't fall off the tracks. That would be bad. Right? Like, Tancred is just testing me right now. All he has to say is, hey, you're worthy, you're valid, you are Hugh, even if you share the same name as my fallen comrade. That's it. And maybe something about I care. I care would probably be a solid 2 words he could say. Alright, that lot hard about what to say to her. I hoped the time would come. There's no reason to give up. Thank you. Oh, she's still gonna do it. Please. Oh, it's a duty! Oh no! Please be a... simple, even we could do it. So, ready to get aboard? Honestly, the condescending head pets. Well, they're not condescending in the sense they're loving. Like the way Orianger did it, it was really like, I love you, child. You know what I mean? Same as Tancred. It seemed very condescending.
Orianger?
Wait.
Thou must needs carry on without me. The path to Nabartha Rang lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Very much, Alan.
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabartha Rang, after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Orianger.
Right? Corby,
Thank
that's
you
100% what it is.
for everything.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you've finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble.
Fair. That's very much what it is. 100%. Is you guys go deal with your shit. And Tancred's giving him the, really? You let, really? And Tancred's realized, and she's like, yeah, you're gonna deal with this shit. And he's like, you know what? We're gonna do that.
The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik. Godspeed.
Godspeed? It's the wrong game. Keep your hands and feet inside the trolley at all times. Gardez vos pieds et vos mains hors de temps du trolley à tout temps. I don't know what trolley is in French, but... That's one way to make the trolley service work.
Ah, that must be the gate.
I have no idea, Dorian. It's not a word that we use. That's something I've said, I have realized a lot, is that there are words that
Well,
we just don't
so
use.
far so good.
Look, we're going to the Wakened Sands.
Wait, is that Ron?
You piece of shit. Why did he not die? Why did he not bang his head? Why did he not?
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
I agree. Concur.
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell. Your deeds in the east did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint. Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthri,
I don't think you
you'd
care
have
about Lord
cause to
Vorthri.
skulk about like frightened animals.
I think you're on it for yourself at this point.
You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
No,
Villains.
I won't. I won't.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you. And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again?
It's not who.
We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land.
Wait.
While these
He's got the
mad
same problem as
fools would only
Sacred.
bring further chaos down upon us.
He's got the same problem as Thancred. He loves her. He loves what she used to be in a previous life. Son of a bitch.
Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthri's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved.
Good
However
girl.
much it hurts, and however hard it gets. It's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms. And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same.
Yeah. 100%,
So no,
Elaine.
I will not be deceived, no matter what you say. I refuse to believe it's all for nothing.
My girl.
They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do
My
anything for
nose
them.
is cold.
Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you? Very well. If you would cast your lot with villain...
Again.
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken.
Now's the time.
You have to go, now!
Tancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me. I leave her in your hands. Hurry!
Dad versus dad. Jesus. Okay. It's a custody
Not
battle.
another step. Your fight is with me. You think yourself a protector?
Oh, I'm fighting a Tancred. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, combo. Heal. What's this?
Come on!
Alright, hold on. Okay, so we're learning. Stand that, bad PB, what's this button? Okay, okay. Very little damage I'm doing this guy. Mid is your 30%. Yeah, I can see that. It's a kiting slash healing slash... Alright, we got it. Just take our time. Pop the big ones.
Vanity! Feast of my blood! Answer my call!
Okay.
Rend my foes! Ward their
Is that a Reaper? That's a Reaper! Think. Ah. The first Reaper. went all Mr. T on us, guys. He hacked the game.
When will you learn? Not good.
Wait, not good. Fire around? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Tightening in your chest. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Ooh! Okay, I figured it out. My bad. Bide your time for a chance to strike. Jesus! Just keep smacking. Fuck! You never understood her. She's not a bird to be locked in a gilded cage. Ah. Going for you. Very odd. You have, that's right, essentially through the site.
And you presume to be a protector?
It's a long fight for nothing, you know what I mean? Like, if it was... Fire another round from your gun blade. Alright.
No quarter!
Haha! Your butt! I'm biding my time. Dude, this entire fight is biding my time. Alright, come here. On the bright side, I'm too. It's a long ass fight for nothing. It feels like a waste. Does that make any sense? If it would have finished after the first Gunblade strike, you know what I mean? Gotten its cool factor and moved on. Repeating yourself for the sake of repeating yourself is just Like, you lose the point of the story and you lose the point of the thing. A fight isn't difficult because you made it long. Definitely a little bit of a miss. Not like a super miss. No. It's not a waste. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that here the story's being told. And it could have been told within that first gunblade moment. Sit! Exactly. You solved the story part of it. This is carried on long enough. Wouldn't you agree?
Why do you persist in this folly? That's all.
That's all. Like, again, there's nothing wrong with the fight itself. But doing this 3 times? I don't know about that. You could have just said Minfilia's cartridge. I have to make it count.
Fall from that! Fall!
Or something. I don't know. Yeah, like, again, the point. Stuck. Yeah, like the fight itself is not poor, but after he went Reaper, we only really needed one of that like cartridge scene. That hurt. Please tell me you killed him. Please tell me you shoved that sword right through his face. Oh my god, you look roughed up.
You would have us suffer and die. I would...
That is not for you or anyone else to decide ever again.
So that's how the fucker's getting around. Clunk. Oh, absolutely, Tien. Absolutely. And it does certainly show it. Like, he is... That last comment, it is not for you to decide.
Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me.
That's right.
Countless memories. And moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. You had to, didn't you? For those you had lost.
And for
For
those,
those
you
could
yet
yet
save.
save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation. Your kindness, your compassion, your love, then and now.
Absolutely, Dorian.
One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
Hello, Grank. Very much that, Steven. I don't know if he's exhausted or if he's passed, but it's beautiful, whichever. I think he's exhausted because we're still talking about him for Endwalker, but this is it. So we stopped the flood. The last time I was here, I felt her presence overwhelming me. I can't turn away now. He's finally ready to say goodbye, and he's ready to do it on his own terms at this point. In the event that you leave the area, speak with the apprentice engineer. Alright. Feel his eyes. I can sense her presence. Let's go look at the wall. Okay. It took him being honest with his own feelings about mini Minfilia before actually believing his. Yeah, what a beautiful story. These guys are in cutscene, so I assume it's a big one? Question mark? I don't know. Let's see. It is. It is.
Run for your lives! It's the flood! The flood!
The city.
Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
Got a pimple right there. Our Minfilia. Can't tell you how happy it makes me that the party helped.
No, stand back. We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come. When all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
You put him through hell for it.
Midfilia!
He was put. Man, Artbird is a hard character to deny. I love that character.
This place.
I do now.
You.
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak.
Because we know he was about to be tortured for years to come, Dorian. Oh, it breaks my heart.
My dear, sweet child. Yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
What will she say?
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable.
Very much,
But
Tien.
know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities. And all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
It's coming from a kid.
"'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share. Though my power was all but spent in staying the flood, I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands.
And lived far. Dorian,
If
oh,
ever
that
you should
very
falter,
much.
Remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair. Do not give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
I'm very much that way, TS. I didn't like the original character of Minfilia. This little girl is a woman 10 times my age in maturity. And it is beautiful. It is difficult watching her struggle through learning love, through learning what she has.
Dearest friend,
grief.
No words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
She's redhead. Parting gift, I think. Until now, I've walked the path she set before me, the path she set before all Minfilias. And she's given me a new path, a new life that I can call my own. Even though she's gone, I can still feel her. I can feel the beating heart of the world and the light that smells within it. And the Light Wardens, there's one here and oh fuck, I double clicked. I'm sorry. I don't think Thancred will be angry with me. Do you? I'm sure he'll understand. I would think so too, but... Crossroads. So she chose life. She chose. And if you that's right. Holy crap! They captured her trauma beautifully. It blew. I don't even know how to say it. Her story is both compelling and wonderful. That everything about Minfilia is absolutely wonderful. This Minfilia. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I even like Uridian's wise and caring side. I like Thancred's. Thancred's a hurt soul. Hurt people, and he shows. Well, at least he's alive. Did they put flowers on it? That's funny.
Ah, there you are. We were worried.
Look at your face and you were
Really?
worried?
She wasn't the one that nearly got herself killed.
Thank you,
It's a good
Alice.
thing Rianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
Jeune Filia.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
She stole us, arms crossed. Go. He knows you're there.
Minfilia?
You saw her.
Let's smile.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting
This is what
today.
she's worried about.
I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality.
Don't make me kick you in the
I
fucking
can
shins.
track the Light Wardens now. Maybe even help you fight them.
I'm glad you're back.
You don't have to say that, you know.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
Ah! That did me in.
She will need a name.
Oh.
A name?
A name of her own. I would not have her walk.
Ack.
And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
Tataru.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Oh. Right, Stephen? Right?
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
Well, it takes her away. It brings her. It makes her family. Let her pick her own name.
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred.
No.
After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
Well spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
That was so good. Oh.
What about Ryne?
Ah, blessing in Fae. Wait, does this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the Pixies?
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression.
Were you listening to my lectures? Blessing.
Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Ryne. Yes, I rather like the sound of it. Thank you.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Ryne.
I won't let you down.
Introduced as family. Ooh. Ugh. You know, I have to admit, that is the first time I really let the tears roll in Shadowbringers. Like, really. I don't know if it's because I've got a teenager. I don't know if it's because I'm a mom. I don't know if it's because I kind of relate to poor Ryne in her own little way. Or just want to kick Thancred in the shins. That was an incredible joining. And she realized that she was family. Whew. Ow! That's a cat! Got a bunch of cat claws in my back. That hurt. That is Cutie Pie, the cat. She's never, ever, ever up. Ever. Usually it's Leroy doing this stuff. What are you doing? What a silly cat. So that was a great ending to that. She's finally... And it's bigger than just Thancred saying that she's family. Y'shtola said that it was like a father. Alfino had to spell it out. Alisaie made fun of him for it. This is confirming from everybody that yes, Ryne, you are family, and yes, Thancred loves you. So that's incredible. That was so good. That was so good, Martin. So good. Alright, so now that I've cried a bunch, because I think it's required now. Okay, kitty, it's time to go now. Go on. There we go. Alright, no more claws in the back. Ouch. Alright, so I think it's a great spot to end it for tonight. It has been absolutely amazing. I'm glad this story went this way. What a beautiful family moment. Actually, let's stop for a second again. I know. It's also like the perfect dysfunctional family. This isn't her real father. This isn't her real daughter. This is nobody. This is a family of misfits. And that's what real life families are. A family you choose. This is her chosen family. I love that. I love that so much. Alright, let's try. Next week we are right back here, 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Monday. We will be streaming. We will be having a good old time. And enjoying Ryne in our party. Oh, thank you guys. It's been great. So, have a legendary night. And I can't wait to see you guys again on Monday. Bye.